I was sitting on a field in a stadium in 1995 in Connecticut, and we, as a team, as an Irish team, we had attended the World Games which were held there that particular year, and the games were quite good, but the opening ceremony wasn't hugely impressive, and there were a couple of us sitting on the grass, and very late at night, waiting for a bus actually to bring us back to our accommodation. And we said, you know something, I think we could do this in Ireland. And you know something else, I think we could actually do it better. Well, we then came back in 1995, and a couple of us got together and said, well, you know, are we serious about this? Should we do something about it? And at that stage, the Rainbow Coalition were actually in government, and Fergus Finlay has a daughter, Mandy, who is Down syndrome, and she was participating in those games in Connecticut, so he had been to the games as well. And I was chatting to him, and he said to me, do you think this is something we could ever do in Ireland? And I said, well, funny you should say that. You know, we were actually talking about it and thinking, yeah, we could do it probably better in Ireland. So I went to see him then afterwards, and we started to talk to the government, communicate with them, and the government then decided to do a feasibility study on the possibility of Ireland hosting the games. So we did that, I suppose, around 96, 97. Then the government changed, and the FINAL.flv government came in, and we thought, oh gosh, you know, are they going to run with this now after all the work that's been done, etc., etc. But actually, they took it on with huge enthusiasm, and the Taoiseach at the time, Bertie Ahern, was very keen on the whole idea and gave it his full backing and support. And hence we submitted the formal bid to Special Olympics International round about, I think it was the end of 1997. And then it took from 1997 to 1999 then to be awarded the games. We were awarded the games in March 1999. And those few of us that had sat in that field sort of looked at each other and thought, oh my God, we've won the bid, what are we going to do now? How are we actually going to do this? It was a very special time, it really was, because at that stage, you know, so much effort, right since 1995, really we'd been working on the games effectively since 1995. Obviously that work increased and increased and increased, and towards the end, you know, it was crescendo in a way. And then we had the huge challenge of SARS 5 weeks before the games began, which threw the whole event into jeopardy. We weren't sure whether we'd have to cancel it or what would happen because of the outbreak of SARS around the world. So it was quite a stressful time. So, you know, when the opening ceremony came round, that was it. The games had begun. So there was that whole feeling, goosebumps definitely, at that stage. And then just, I think particularly at the opening ceremony, seeing the flame being brought in, handed over by the Police Service of Northern Ireland and the Garda Síochána, and that alone happening in Croke Park as well was very, very special. And the flame then handed over to a Special Olympics athlete, and the lighting of the flame and the official opening of the games by Nelson Mandela. And I suppose standing there on the stage with Nelson Mandela and President Mary McAleese and the Taoiseach and our chairman Denis O'Brien and Muhammad Ali, you know, it was a very special moment. And seeing, you know, the stadium full with 80,000 people, and the joy on the 10,000 athletes and coaches that were sitting down on the pitch, it was a special moment, yeah, and one that I will remember for a long time.